It's a lot of pressure to feel like you are this iconic couple to people and they look up to you.
I wouldn't wish this on nobody.
Rasheeda refused to sign the divorce papers, even though the upcoming episode of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta appears to feature a stunning trash girl. Rumor has it that Kirk's ready to leave Rasheeda for Jasmine. With Kirk's infidelity as their high point and Rasheeda sticking by him because she wants to keep her family together, their marriage has been a total disaster, as we have witnessed throughout the show. Kirk is now threatening to take action if she doesn't sign the documents. Kirk is threatening to take action if Rasheeda doesn't sign the divorce papers he is mailing her. This time, Kirk has gone above and beyond by suggesting. For those who are unaware, Rasheeda promised Jasmine that he was ready to wed her when he signed the documents. Furthermore, Kirk's adultery is the main cause of their marital issues, as you are aware if you watch Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. When Rasheeda fell pregnant with their first child in the second season, Kirk accused her of cheating and even questioned whether the child was his. Despite Rasheeda's admission that she had cheated on Kirk, a paternity test ultimately proved Kirk to be the father after a violent argument. Kirk and Rasheeda had been married for more than 20 years.
In order to move forward. Nobody is perfect and relationships have issues, but y'all understand forgiveness too. And that's what I have learned to understand because we've had to forgive each other. I ain't always been perfect in my marriage. From both sides of us in this marriage, we've had infidelities from both sides of us.
As everyone knows, once Rasheeda came clean about cheating on Kirk, Kirk had multiple relationships while she was living with him. Fans were expecting Rasheeda to dissolve the marriage due to the huge event, but instead she became pregnant with her second child. She reportedly became pregnant to keep her marriage intact. In an Essence interview, she was asked about her marriage and how she forgives Kirk for straying. Often, she said, people who talk about it could never be in my position. You can't talk about the decisions I make because, in the end, it's my life and I never let other people's opinions affect mine. If my Instagram isn't appealing to you, please don't follow me or write comments. I simply followed my intuition and prayed. I wouldn't handle your difficulties in any manner, but I'm not here to provide you advice. His complete metamorphosis is one of the reasons our marriage has lasted. I had a very difficult and dark period with Kirk, and it wasn't easy. Cooperation with Jasmine, adultery with Rasheeda, and to further the situation, Jasmine miscarried Kirk, whom he denied for months. As you know, Rasheeda wants to keep her family together no matter what, so she finally decides to forgive Kirk. This is what happened when Jasmine, Rasheeda, and Kirk met a few weeks ago to discuss co-parenting Jasmine and her son Cannon. The marriage of Kirk and Jasmine got quite challenging after the results of their DNA test revealed that KKK was the child's biological father.
You didn't even attend Cannon's last birthday because where were you at?
That's the same party that I helped pay for the gifts, correct?
When we was in mediation, do you even remember what we agreed on? Yeah, no, because you don't.
I do. No, I'm not.
So the agreement was that you get Cannon the third weekend of every month. Do you do that?
No, we didn't really agree to that because the last
It's signed on paper.
This is what I just want to say.
It's not gonna ever be exactly what you want it to be. But
I
one
get
thing
that
you
now.
ain't gonna never, ever have to question or worry about is that boy getting the love and the same treatment as all the other kids when he's...
I won't lie now. Kirk appears to be an upset deadbeat and a chronic cheater. It didn't stop there, even if Kirk's comment suggested that he and Jasmine were still together. Since Rasheeda is unwilling to reveal this, he hasn't been seen as such in there.
And I told you, you can call me anytime. When you need me, call me.
Now that you say that, I'm gonna take your word for it. We'll see.
So if I pick him up from your house and I come to your door, you're gonna be fully dressed or you're gonna be how you normally be?
How do I normally be?
You came to the door a few times in your birthday suit. You don't think that's happened?
Kidding me?
So that's never happened?
Oh, you making up now. I don't know what you trying to do, what you trying to pull, but it's okay. Cause listen, I don't erase no message.
And I'm not saying it like...
After initially accusing her of being unannounced, Jasmine explained that she had come to respond to Kirk's assertion that she would arrive at the door looking flirtatious. She swiftly spilt the drink on communications, as evidenced by her admission that she didn't wipe him. Interview 546/77. In order to avoid attending a public event to discuss the screenshots, Rasheeda met with Kirk and Jasmine in private.
I don't have nothing to say to that lady. I don't.
She don't technically owe her. She didn't take a vow.
You came to the party, so if you come to the party...
Who comes to a party and says like that?
Yeah,
No, but why come at all?
I'm here tonight because I was invited. The easiest way to get rid of me is to tell the truth. I wasn't...
Now, I won't lie. The marriage dissolved the instant Rasheeda confessed her infidelity to him, and Kirk felt free to act however he liked since he had also been deceived. When you all guessed a few weeks ago that Rasheeda was expecting her second child, you were all right. Jasmine is expecting her second child, and Kirk is her baby daddy. Those who were surprised to meet Kirk included Rasheeda, who had honestly believed Kirk would be a better guy and leave Jasmine in the past. Even though Jasmine will always be a part of Kirk's life because they already had a child together, Rasheeda had to make the difficult decision to either stick by Kirk no matter what happened with Jasmine or end their relationship. Marriage, which exacerbated the situation, she ultimately chose to remain with him. Instead of simply admitting that he made a mistake again, Kirk is trying to play the victim by telling anybody who will listen that he has been unhappy in his marriage for a long time. Let's be honest, by saying that his relationship with Jasmine is a way for him to get away from the problems he has been having with Rasheeda at home, he is avoiding responsibility. Kirk has instructed his lawyers to file for Rasheeda's divorce because of rumors that he is eager to leave her. But that's not all. According to sources, however, he also plans to formally pop the question to Jasmine as soon as Rasheeda files the divorce papers. Even though I can appreciate her desire to provide for her family, Rasheeda's unwillingness to sign because she would prefer to keep the family together than pursue her own happiness doesn't make sense at this time. Kirk has continuously shown his contempt for her by cheating on her, having a child with Jasmine while they were still married, and now proposing to her while they are still married. The source said that Kirk has been threatening to do things she has never done before and using nasty language with her. Rasheeda still thought they might work things out, but she expected him to do otherwise unless she signed the divorce papers. She has sought advice from her legal team on how to capitalize on the situation, according to the insider. Additionally, it is revealed that Rasheeda would deliberately delay her divorce proceedings in order to get even with Kirk for all of his wrongdoings against her. As you are well aware, Kirk will never wed Jasmine before finalizing his divorce with Rasheeda. I now fully feel that Kirk decided to divorce Rasheeda and begin a committed relationship with Jasmine in order to avoid embarrassment. Furthermore, even if Rasheeda files for divorce, I don't think they will be together for very long because Kirk is a frequent cheater, and not everyone has the same strong will as Rasheeda. By saying that the relationship was worn out, he gave the impression that it was. I'm pleased Rasheeda has finally decided to put herself first. When she disclosed that Kirk was threatening to force her to sign divorce papers, some said she had been in favor of this marriage for at least 20 years. I believe it's about damn time because she seems to have been the only one in this marriage. Get a pair of flip-flops and tell Kirk to kick rocks. I treasure you. Shit, if they are genuinely a partnership, I can see why some people decide not to file for divorce at this point for family and financial reasons. But Rasheeda should just let him do what he does and focus on doing hers. According to a statement I came across, Rasheeda just keeps forgiving Kirk even if he genuinely wants to be single. Do you think Kirk is trying to use Jasmine as a way out of his marriage to Rasheeda, or did he intend to marry her? Please view this video after leaving a comment below with your comments.